The weather is postcard perfect tonight here in Madison, Wisconsin, and we welcome you to Breeze Stevens Field. It's the Chicago Union and the Madison Radicals, both in search of their first win here in the 2023 season. This is an important one tonight, as the Radicals showing patience on this first defensive possession.
Well, Coach Tim DeBile before the game talked about how the Radicals, for the first time in their history, they feel like their offense is better than their defense and that they've been having trouble generating blocks. So this is a great sign early on, and they want to value this opportunity.
And they convert on a missile from Eric Blaze to Luke Marks. Cal Tornabene keeping it moving. Near the sideline, a tremendous layout block from Kai DiLorenzo.
You can hear the Union counting from the sideline. Usually that means they're going to be in a transition look, and it looks like they've already done so. They start out with a zone.
There's the Callahan to get the Union break train rolling. Chicago takes a 2-1 lead. The
aren't putting on the clinic we thought they might from the Madison perspective.
Jake Stislicki just became the 12th player in AUDL history to record multiple Callahans in his career, as Garlock shoots it to the end zone and Madison's O-point connects. Sam Stark.
It's good in some ways. You're going to build confidence. You get in rhythm in terms of certain throws, but it can just as easily lull you to sleep. Look at how many throws they have to make over and over again. And they're not moving the disc very far, so they have to stay patient, very patient to work it in.
Well, they maintain possession until Luke Brennan discovers Didzis Malderis in the back of the end zone. Two Union rookies collaborate for the break, and Chicago takes the lead.
Another one.
Radicals will set the double team right in front of the Madison bench. Chicago got away with a little push off there, and Priest swings it over to Jace Bruner.
Priest has been a really nice calming presence for them in the opening.
Pappas shooting it long. Axel Agami is there, and Chicago has scored 3 in a row. Radicals trailing by 1, each team with 2 breaks. Crucial stop at the end of the quarter, but Luo just overshot his target, and that's an easy interception for Ross Barker. Rivas up the sideline for Brennan. In the middle of the field, Johnson to John Jones, and that was clinical offense from Chicago after Luo's mistake. And it's hard not to be impressed with the composure that we're seeing from Chicago's offense, perhaps until that hammer, as it's intercepted by Ronabot, and Draymond got overly ambitious.
Yeah, just no reason for that one. Speaking of, he's got to trade it back for Madison here.
Oh, but it's skied for by Madison's Kelson Alexander, and contact in the middle of the field as the catch was made by Stark.
Got some head tapping going on the Madison sideline.
How about this? It looked like Chicago was about to go up 3, and instead Madison back within 1. And the spice level has got Minnesota handing Detroit its 64th straight loss earlier today in the Motor City. Jack Shanahan is deep, and he scores, beating Blaze to the spot.
Shanahan's one of those. Chicago has actually done a great job of making Madison play full field offensive drives with those pulls. They're just pinning them back there.
Dave Woods has said he feels his team has been targeted by the rule change, but they're adapting well. This moon ball soaring deep, and it's Madison coming up huge. Gutowski plus the foul.
That's why they call him Gumby. He's stretchy. My goodness.
Still work to do, and Gutowski gets the assist.
Not only get that block back, but be the general on the turn.
Yeah, he's playing a little bit of safety out there right now, just sort of spying around.
Luo giving Johnson another chance, and Avery runs that one down. He's inbounds, absorbs the contact, and scores. It's a break to bring Madison within 1.
In that absence, he hasn't tried to go every other. He's done great work when called upon, and especially near the end zone.
That's what you want from him, just knifing through the zone.
Sjogren to Barker. All set up by Arters over the top hammer.
Finding the right time to throw those hammers against the zone, that's a critical game sense.
For the majority of the first half decade, Radicals have won 19 of the first 26 meetings. Callahan potential, and Andrew Mechanix delivers.
I didn't know what Chicago. Do you burn the entire clock here, Coach? All 50 seconds if you're Chicago? Do you not
I'm
let
trying
Madison?
to score. I'm not worried about. I want to score. Get that point there. Let us play defense.
They're not going to have a chance to score on that possession.
But you can see him being dynamic. Arters is going downfield. He's finding ways to come back and handle. And they're trusting a lot of their players.
Stall count was rising, and Arters finds the bailout option with Kaminsky, who then shoots it to the end zone for the aforementioned Sjogren.
They're pushing him here.
10-yard penalty called on Madison there. In the first half, each team had 4 breaks, 6 holds, and 1 Callahan. Great adjustment there by Pappas. And then a layout from Bruner. And to the end zone, the Radicals defender Thomas Coolidge goes flying by, and Nick Pappas scores the break. That's 2 straight goals to begin the third quarter for the Union. For a Madison team that is struggling to find a rhythm.
That was just not on the same page there. Harjukin to go up line, Wilson wanting him to come back behind.
Fast break time for the Union. And Chicago quickly converts.
Kind of those quote-unquote other guys who continually elevated their games.
Luo back on the field, throwing assists. And it's another goal for Gutowski.
Arters has been real quiet here in the third quarter.
Madison has won the first 2 end-of-quarter situations today. Chicago looking to get one back here. Airing it up Agami, and it is tipped and intercepted. There's still time, and they throw it back. Not in. 1 second, flipping it up. It's a goal. Oh my goodness, Staslicki. The footwork, the awareness to connect with Barker at the buzzer. A disastrous sequence for the Radicals and Chicago. Coolidge, again playing his 100th AUDL game today. Over to Goldenberg. Hammer to Kelly. Yes.
Great, patient opening drive. He's a cleaner fish. He just kind of keeps everything going.
Lake double teamed, keeps it out of trouble, right as you said. Arters takes the chance. Arters to the back corner of the end zone, where he's got his. DiLorenzo coming under, winding up and letting a backhand fly. In the deep space, it's Goldenberg skying and dishing to Hart for the goal.
I think is a technically correct call, but
Ticky-tack.
I'd say so.
Barker converts anyway. It was deflected, and it narrowly stayed up for Shanahan. So we are midway through the fourth, and the Union are back up by the. Gutowski's been roaming deep, but Nick Pappas has been back there defensively, patrolling the deep space, and great anticipation from Bruner, and a better layout grab from his counterpart, Tornabenny, to maintain possession after the Madison turn.
Just way too many 70% throws on these Radicals offensive drives.
This is one risky throw after another, but they're working for Chicago. And a 3-goal lead here would basically slam the door on Madison's home opener.
And you really can just play catch here.
Crowd has been taken out of this right now, too.
Stepping through, Chicago punches it in. Pappas to Priest. And the Union have a 3-goal lead with under 2 minutes to play. Second home game of the season against Minnesota later this weekend. Wilson shooting it deep. It's desperation time, and Jesse Johnson got a fingertip on it to knock it away from Ronabat. With a 2-goal lead, the Union can start to celebrate. The disc in the hands of Andrew Sjogren. One more completion will end it. Andrew Sjogren and Chicago are on the board. Jack Shanahan celebrates by lifting Sjogren into the air in his 39th AUDL game. He finally tastes victory, and it's another close heartbreaker for the Madison Radicals. Our final score, Chicago wins it 20-18. For the first time in their franchise history, the Radicals are 0-3, and Chicago may have swung its season with their poise down the stretch here tonight.